That's Lame Lenny. That foot back there. That one. He was in this pen over here for these guys. Somehow he got his foot hurt. So I let him stay out here in the middle of the barn. That foot right here, I don't know. It might be out of joint. I'm not sure. But he gets around. He's really healthy. He just ate that pet. Wow. This, I mean, he wants more even, so. Here, lady. That lady, my dog. She licks off the pails. So we're really starting to get things done here. I baled up these new bales yesterday, trying out our new that one kick baler that we purchased at auction, and it works pretty good. It had a few knotter problems. Not sure exactly. I think if anybody else is familiar with balers, you know, the old ones that tie, the square balers, they have knotters, and everything has to function just right. And they also have to be kind of clean. No paint, they just become shiny over time, and that's how they start. So this guy, whoever we got it from, whoever had it, painted it. Looks nice and everything, so it's kind of nice that way in that respect. But other than that, making it look nice, it has to work, it has to function. Well, I cut about half an acre hay, and you tried out both tedders. They work great. Rake down there works. Well, that's always worked. The two tedders, the old one and the two-star work just fine. They function good. Oh, I got going on this baler, and there's a lot of things crammed in here right now. There's baler. There's two things I still got to do, and that's this arm. This has to be moved. Ooh, too close. Sorry. This again, we moved it from here. No, here. I can't remember which hole it was in, but we moved it up here, so it was in this hole. So it's just this has to hear that click, and then that pan kicks up. Well, the bales are moving it back here, and it's still not kicking. So I've got to move. I got to move this. I'm going to move it up one hole more here, and then this has to be moved in one more hole. This piece right here, you can see where it divides, that slides in and out of this piece. You got to move that in, but it does kick. And the knotters, you can see how it was painted, and you know, you can't, these knotters down here, it's hard to see in here, but they're knotters right here. And they have to be very clean. They have to be able, that string has to slide on it. And there's paint, and I mean, it's nice to have a new baler. It's nice to make it look nice and shiny and what have you. But they got to be shiny and clean, and it started tying finally. It was really having trouble, but you can see the knot here, and then there's a knot here, and it wasn't doing that at first, and I just got grease all over myself. But I finally hooked it up to the 706, and it stays true behind it. And you know, the 706 is a pretty big tractor, and of course with all the moving parts, you know, the plunger in here, and then of course you have these arms right here. They go this back and forth, and it we had it hooked up to that little 2000 Ford, and it was just shaking it, and you know, and of course the shaft here was just, he had it hooked up to, and his drawbar on the Ford 2000 is actually held up by the 3-point hitch arms, and of course they move. See what I mean? So when that arm is going back and forth, it's shaking this. It was shaking the It was just nuts. So I put the big tractor on it, and I said that's the one I'm going to bail with. This one. I also on this tractor I installed headlights in the front. Probably can't see them too well with the camera now. I put my thumb in the way. Nah, you can't see much. It's just too dark. But see them right here? There's one. And there's one. It looks really cool coming down at you with the headlights on the fenders and these two lights. There she is. Now she can. It's focusing a little bit better. Looks really cool. So that, and they're halogen, and they work pretty good. They work pretty good. I also want to put, instead of the generator, which is right here, I'm going to put an alternator on it. Alternators just work better than generators. In my opinion, they put out more electricity, and you get a better functioning things. So yeah, everything works on the baler. Baling hay. At first it was just kicking out. It was trying to tie them, but then now it is tying them, and it's kicking out, and there's nice bales. So that's what we're doing on Finger Lakes. I really want to. Probably too close. I really wanted to cut about a 10-acre lot, not far from here, but we had 3 or 4 days of good weather, and that's it. Now it's going to rain tonight, and the rest of this week it sounds like it's going to rain most on and off, so I can't cut the hay. And we have a customer waiting for first cut hay, and it's kind of put the damper on the plans. But I wish I could have filmed that yesterday, but you know, this phone thing, I'm not very, it just doesn't work too well with the phone. I would need a camera again, and I don't have one. Well, I do have one, but it's just too old. Had comments about it. Hey, great filming, or great stuff, but leave the 1950s camera home. That's what, you know, people are saying. So, or whatever they said. I don't know, something like that. Beautiful out here. Just that lot back there, you can see it way back there by the pines. It's all ready to go. We have a drill coming in 2 weeks, but it's too late for that. A drill is a planting machine. That's what we call it. If you don't understand the term drill, you know, you use it to drill oats and hayseed, wheat, whatever. So we just call it a drill. Well, that we have coming, but it won't be here for probably 2 weeks. So we have Mark Tucker coming to plant, but he's got his own farm, so he's trying to get his stuff done at the same time we're trying to get our stuff, and it's just. Alright, well, I'm going to try to get my chores done, and I'll talk to you guys later.